Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellen, and if you clicked on this video, it's because you're probably doing some research on microblading or micro shading. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be my 1 year check-in. I want to answer, questions like, do I regret it? Do I still like it? Would I do it again? The very first thing I want to talk about is finding your artist, right? Finding the right person to do your eyebrows. Now, if you do your makeup, then you know that brows they just kind of make your whole face. They kind of make the whole look. So, I highly encourage you to really research the person that you are going to trust with doing your eyebrows. For me personally, I looked in cities. Now, I live in Southern California, just for reference. I looked in a lot of cities around where I lived, like the LA area. And I really looked on Instagram. Instagram is just kind of, the best place to find people that post their own work. Plus, the thing that I really like is that you also get to see people's pictures that they tag the artists in. So it's not coming straight from the artist, it's people just really mentioning how they like their brows. So I researched my area for a couple of months, and I followed a couple of different artists, and I think it was like 5 months until I finally said, this is the girl, she is amazing. I am going to go ahead and leave her Instagram down below. Check out her page. I absolutely love her work. She's just amazing. Now, when you're researching someone, what I will really recommend is don't go based off of that initial session. I think that anytime you look at the very first session, it's just gonna look amazing. It's going to look really dark. The shape is gonna look absolutely perfect. It's like the best time for them to take a picture and post the picture. What I encourage you to really look at is their afters. Now, the girl that I personally got my brows done, you can check her entire page, and she actually shows the results of her micro shading technique. She actually teaches, and she just has a bunch of befores and afters, because the way that they apply it, again, at the very first time you're getting your eyebrows, just like if you've ever had a tattoo, it's very dark because of the very fresh ink. And you really want to see, if you're doing microblading, you want to see the strokes. You want to see how good the strokes are once they're actually healed. If you're getting micro shading, you want to see, does it look natural, or was it too bold? Was it too heavy-handed? So definitely look at their afters and check out on the right-hand side, usually of like Instagram pages, you can check out pictures that they were tagged in, and usually that's like their customers, and you can see what their afters looks like if they don't already have after pictures. So highly encourage you, check out a bunch of artists, wait a couple months, look at their afters, and then go ahead and make your decision. Now let's talk about pricing. My eyebrows were very expensive. Okay, but also I live in Southern California. You're gonna pay Southern California prices. I had a couple comments like saying like, oh, like that's not worth it. You paid way too much. And yes, I think I had people from other countries saying that they only paid like $200 or $300. And I wish, girl, I wish that's how much I had to pay. But I paid a lot more. Oh my god, I don't even want to say it. I think it was like $600, $650, plus obviously I tipped her, and then you have to have 2 sessions, right? You have your initial session, and then you have a touch-up session, which usually I think happens between 6 to 8 weeks. And then that was a couple more. So it is very, very expensive. So just keep that in mind. Ask your artist, do you have to pay for the touch-up? I don't know if everyone charges for touch-up, so just make sure you ask. So that's all we're gonna say about the cost. Check out her page. I don't know if she's increased the prices because, again, I did mine last February, but my touch-up I did at the end of April. So this is my 1-year anniversary from my very first session. Okay, now to talk about my favorite things about having my eyebrows micro shaded. Micro shaded, not microbladed, okay? I did not get my eyebrows microbladed. I wanted the makeup look, which is micro shading. Microblading are the little strokes. Micro shading is a lot denser. There's a lot more pigment to the brow. It's very like makeup look. So one of my favorite things is that now when I don't wear any makeup, my eyebrows still have a lot of shape, right? They're very dark, and I personally love dark eyebrows. I'm not into like the fluffy, like natural eyebrows. No. Make my eyebrows super dark. So I just like that even when I don't have makeup, and especially if you have your brows micro shaded or microbladed and you have your lashes, girl, you look like, you wake up and you look like you are ready. Like you actually got up and put in a lot of effort to look extra cute because all that stuff is already done for you. So I love that. The other thing for me is I have 2 children. I don't always get to do, you know, my me stuff. And part of that for me is actually grooming my eyebrows. So my eyebrows grow very, very, very fast. And what I really love about having my eyebrows micro shaded is that before getting them done, when my eyebrows would grow out, oh, it would just look wild, right? Because the whole shape of my brow kind of just got lost. And now, see, like right now, they look from far away, they look like they're pretty well groomed, but in reality, they are not. I have not plucked my eyebrows in a while. They're actually pretty wild right now, but you can't really tell from afar because, again, there's depth to my eyebrows. They're shaped, so it's kind of easy to hide, and I personally really enjoy that because I don't always have the time to take care of that. Let's talk about fading. I am going to insert a clip here. Now, like I said, I haven't been able to groom my eyebrows, so you can see that there is a lot of growth in my eyebrows, a lot. But again, from far away, if I conceal that, you know, put some concealer on it, it looks pretty much put together, right? So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, if you look at the fading, you can definitely tell there has been fading. Now, they don't call this tattooed eyebrows, but essentially that's what they are. It's just that there's different techniques. You are getting ink put under your skin, and just like a tattoo, it's going to fade, especially in your face if you're someone that, you know, you wash your face a lot like me. Because I wear makeup, I'm constantly, you know, putting balms to remove the makeup. I'm constantly washing my face. So just keep that in mind. Just like a tattoo, it will fade. And let me just kind of show you. Mine haven't faded equally, okay? And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Now, I did my makeup and I didn't do my eyebrows because I just kind of wanna show you. So if you can tell up here, you can see that the color is very faded up here. Can you see that? And then here, not so much. So the reason I say that they probably won't fade equally is because, I don't know, I feel like there's this weird phenomena with some people's skin. I have patches of skin on my face that my skin looks completely normal all around. However, I know I'm not the only one. There are certain parts of your skin where like makeup doesn't really hold. So for example, me, like I have a spot on my cheek. It doesn't feel different. It doesn't look different. It just doesn't hold on to makeup the same. Same thing for my eyebrow. This eyebrow up here, it does not hold on to makeup like the rest of it or like this one. And one thing that I did notice is that the same thing happened with the micro shading. The ink did not stay or did not hold as much up here on this eyebrow as it did the rest or even this brow. So if you're like me and you have that weird thing where like your eyebrows just don't want to hold on to makeup, keep that in mind. That may happen. It's not something that like I'm like, oh my god, I would have never done that if I knew that. No, it wouldn't have changed my mind about getting micro shading. If you're someone that loves to do your makeup, also keep in mind that when you do your makeup, you have to make sure you clean off any of the excess makeup that got on your brow, because what's going to happen is all the powders and any makeup you get on your brow, they're going to make your brow look like they're like faded. So just keep that in mind. Your eyebrows can get lost when you are doing your makeup. So you can just grab a Q-tip, wet it, and then just remove all of that excess makeup that's on your eyebrows, and they should look pretty dark by then. For me personally, because again, I like really, really dark eyebrows. I love the color that I got when I didn't have makeup or wore very little makeup. But if I was a little heavier handed with my makeup, I still added some product. I didn't have to add a lot. And the best part is that I didn't have to do the shaping because the shape was already there for me. So after a year of having them, I am still obsessed with them. Would I recommend? I would say I would recommend if you're someone that likes, you know, that brows are a big deal for you and you can't always like put your makeup on every single day. Maybe you just have time to put mascara on. If you're someone that, you know, just doesn't have that time, I would say go for it, honestly. I personally, I love that. I love that my brows are just, they don't look super wild. I think that's my favorite part. My favorite part of having my micro shading done is my eyebrows grow crazy and you can't tell as quickly because I have them micro shaded. My least favorite part is that the ink is not going to go away, right? It's not going to disappear. It's going to stay there. Unfortunately, it's just going to look very faded. So keep that in mind. You're going to just have like a cast of ink after a while, which is kind of what's happening to me. And you can see it in the clip here, that it's just very faded now. I would totally do it again. For me, it was worth it. Now, I would love to get another touch-up. I would definitely want to go and get another touch-up because mine have faded a lot. I won't be getting one soon though because, again, it is something very expensive. So I would also say if you are not going to like the look of the faded ink and you know you're not going to be able to pay for another session, I don't know that that is the thing for you, just because you are gonna have to kind of live with the faded ink on your eyebrows. So really think about that too. I don't really mind, honestly. I work from home, so like when I do go out, which is not like all the time, I just put a little product on my brows, like literally just a little bit, and it makes such a huge difference. Again, I would totally do it again. No doubt about it. I loved it, especially when I had my eyelashes done. Oh, I would just wake up and just be ready to take on the day and feel super cute. So, just gonna put that out there. But anyways, let me just show you guys. Oh, and the other thing is, if you're not like, if you're an over plucker, right? You lose your shape frequently because you over pluck your eyebrows. The best part about this is that the shape is already there. You have your guide. You just clean up top, bottom, and you're good. You're not gonna over pluck because you're just gonna follow what was done to your eyebrows. I used to, when I was younger, I used to like to change the shape of my brows. I don't know why, but if you like to do that, this is not gonna be for you, because if you over pluck, you are still gonna have the ink underneath and it's gonna look a little bit weirder. It will look weirder in the areas where you don't have hair, if that makes sense. So anyways, so I have pretty much a full face of makeup. I didn't put too much makeup on today, but I just kind of want to show you guys how I just like kind of clean up some of the product, and you can just see right there, right? And it just makes, it does make a huge difference once you clean them up, obviously, because they're just, they don't have all that product on top, and so the color comes back out. I left them ungroomed for this video, but I am going to be grooming my eyebrows. Right now, if they were like super fresh, it would be super cool. It would be fine. I wouldn't have to put makeup on probably on my brows, but we are going to apply a little bit of product. Now, I mean, I'm not going to do a pencil. I'm just literally going to grab this eyeshadow palette, a little angled brush, and just put a little bit of powder on my brush. And we're just going to, do you see how like right here it's a lot more faded? This is what I'm talking about. Right there. And I guess that's the only part I don't like right now, is that you can tell that, like, anyone would probably be like, oh, she had her eyebrows tattooed and now they're like super faded. So don't love that for me right now. That literally took me like 5 seconds to do. Again, because I already have like a template. It's kind of like having a coloring book and just staying within the lines, color within the lines. That's literally all I have to do. And that's it. It literally takes just like seconds to do, because again, I just have to follow the brow shape. Now, it looks a little bit weird right now because I don't have like my eyeliner on and my mascara. So let me actually put that on really quick. That's pretty much all I had to do to get like spruce up my eyebrows again. Lastly, I did want to kind of talk about some comments that I got in the very first video. There was a lot of questions about, you know, the aftercare of the brow, and a lot of different information. Some people that got them, you know, were doing it this way, the other ones were doing it that way. And in that video, I believe I clearly stated I would tell you to follow the aftercare guide of your artist, right? I believe people have different instructions on the aftercare. I just followed the aftercare instructions of my girl. Some people say they feel better when you don't do anything. Some people say not to apply like ointments on them. And I would just say, just follow what your person instructed you to do. And that's it. I kind of think about it like, I just think about it like if you bought something, if you made some kind of purchase, right? And you don't follow the instructions and it'll say like, you know, the warranty has been voided or whatever because you didn't follow the instructions. That's kind of how I look at anything that come with instructions, including the aftercare of my eyebrows. I'm like, if I do something that she didn't tell me to do, then it'll be like my fault because she specifically told me how to take care of the brows that she, the artist, gave me. So that's just personally how, what I would say is just follow the instructions of her or him. The other thing was also the pain. So there are some people that get their brows numbed before they get the brows done. I did not have that. My girl actually, what she does is she first outlines without any numbing cream, and once she gets the outline, I think, then she applies the numbing cream. Now, is it painful? It feels like pinching, I think, if I remember correctly. I have a couple tattoos, and it wasn't anything crazy, at least to me. If you cannot tolerate pain, then I guess maybe that's another question you can ask your artist is, will she numb you before she starts? Because there is a reason as to why they don't do that like my artist does. I can't remember at the top of my head, but there is a reason. So some people do, some people don't numb at the very beginning. I guess it just depends on the artist. So make sure that you ask that if you don't have a very high pain tolerance, or a very low pain, if you have a very low pain tolerance. That is it for this video. Again, I don't regret it. I would totally do it again. I won't be doing it again very soon because I just actually bought a house, and in Southern California, eyebrow micro shading is very expensive. So if you like the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.